Good evening, family. Welcome to Underrated Sports Show. Welcome, family. Again, Underrated Sports Show. Support my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Very much appreciated. And got a good one tonight. We talked about this like 2 weeks ago, briefly, but we're gonna talk about the first African American women coach, C.Vivian Stringer. Very impressive record. And anyway, let's get the announcements out the way. I did a live last night. It was great. I showed my food. So most likely I'm gonna show my food in a few minutes. The one you missed. Like I said, sometimes I would do it on my sports show, sometimes I'm not. So I'm gonna show my food in a few minutes. So watch out for that. Also, if you want to know more about me, yours truly, Jerry Thomas. Facebook page, Facebook group, JT MVP Thinking for Ourselves. Also have a Twitter account, all in caps at JT Blacker44. Instagram account, lower caps, Underrated Darkness, same name that you see on YouTube, YouTube channel. And I do music, I do boxing, I always do fellowship lives every Sunday. Don't know what time it is, but I'm trying to stick to like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That's what I'm aiming for. So watch out for that. Okay. And my co-host, She Stay Sleep. He got some goodies too. I want you to support his channel too. So that's about it. We're gonna wait for some more people to come in. Right? So we can read about this person, we read about this great, all-time great, C.Vivian Stringer, one of my heroes. So good evening, She Stay Sleep. Welcome.
What's going on, bro?
I'm good.
Peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to everybody that's tuning in. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for some more people to come in before we started this woman. You remember we was talking about her briefly 2 weeks ago. You remember that, right?
Yeah, we sure was.
Yeah, we talked a little
We was
about it.
talking about
Byron Scott.
Yep. And you first had brought her up when we was talking about the first black male coach. I forgot his name.
Frederick Douglass, Fritz Pollard.
Yeah. Yep. Fritz Pollard. Yep. So yeah, I remember you had brought her up, but you had went in a little more depth with when we was talking about Byron Scott.
Yeah. So we decided that we're gonna talk about her tonight. I think it's very important, especially black women need to know about her. See, when she started coaching, it was uncharted waters. But we ain't gonna give all that up yet. When I read, it's gonna be panel discussion. And I encourage our sisters to come to the panel and talk about it. Because he's an all-time great and still coaching. Poetic Cows, thanks for coming. Legendary Top Cat, thanks for coming. Wait for some more people before we get this story going on. We reading about the great C.Vivian Stringer. Stringer. Trailblazer for women's sports. Also trailblazer for our community. She needs to be respected. So we're gonna wait for like a few more people come into the piece so we can get this going. So how was your day today, brother? And how was your day in the chat? How y'all doing?
Man, it was pretty much the same old, 8-hour work day, same old shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
So just trying to relax and shit, man, because tomorrow, back to the plantation. You know how
Yeah.
that go.
Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like working on plantation. Well, how you gonna make some money?
Well, I mean, hey, it's it is the internet age we live in, so
Yeah.
some people can make money without going to work.
Mm-hmm.
If you could do that, do that. But it better be enough.
Yeah.
Because rent is not cheap. Having internet, having a phone, you know, having children, you
Mm-hmm.
know, food isn't cheap. So you better be making enough.
Yeah.
That's all I say. I don't really judge people how they get their money. If you work or whatever you do, if you taking care of yourself,
Yep. That's facts. No, I don't judge nobody. We're gonna
yeah.
wait for like 2, 3 more people to come, then I'm gonna start reading the story. Possible panel discussion. And this is a a great woman that I'm reading about. We're just waiting. Some more people to come because I know how sometimes YouTube is. Sometimes they be taking their time since sending out and everything. So you see me eating, you hear me eating. I'm hungry, but I will go show my food in a few minutes. One now, y'all don't want to. I did a live last night, showed my food, but I'm gonna show it in a few minutes. Let some more people get in. All right, that's good. Yeah, so and yeah, we're gonna get back to the NBA soon. We're gonna talk about the NBA. So watch out for that, family. Um, we're gonna talk about some more. I think we're gonna do something about baseball. Do some baseball, stuff like that. So watch out. She Stacy, we got some things up there for y'all real soon. So stay tuned for that and everything. So well, it's about that time. I'm gonna talk about now. We'll read about the great. Her real name is C.Vivian Stringer, better known as C.Vivian Stringer. Here it goes. C.Vivian Stringer, born March 16th, 1948, is an American basketball coach with one of the best records in history of women's basketball. She currently head coach of the Rutgers women's basketball team. Stringer is the first coach in NCAA history to lead three different women programs to the NCAA Final Four. Rutgers in 2000, Rutgers in 2000 and 2007, and no, yeah, Rutgers 2000 and 2007. The University of Iowa in 1993. A Shawnee State College, now Shawnee State University, Pennsylvania. I believe that's a black college. Um, Now Shawnee University of Pennsylvania in 82. Wow. She is the sixth winningest coach in women's basketball history. She was honored as Naismith College Coach of the Year, winning basketball in 1993, and is a member of the Women Basketball Hall of Fame. She was elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame in April 2009, and she was inducted in September that year. On February 26, 2013, String won her 900 game, becoming the fifth coach in women's history to reach that mark, joining Summit, Hatchett, Jody Conrad, and Gio Antimo. And the last name sounds familiar. He is coach of the women's basketball team, Connecticut Huskies, that they went on those championships. And also, I got to put that in because they might not put it in. She also went over 1,000. I don't know when, but she definitely went on 1,000. So she moving up the ladder to be one of the head salons of women coaching. Like you bring that in. Stringer is a native of Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, and a member of Alumni Hall of Fame at her alma mater. One of her first great accomplishments was in high school when she sued her school for not allowing her to be a cheerleader because of her race. She won the case and was given a spot of her school cheerleader squad, being the first black cheerleader in her town. 1958, groundbreaking, family. Trust me, at that time was groundbreaking for us as a people. When Dora Danzel was on the team, she is a graduate of Slippery Rock University of Pennsylvania, where she was full sport athlete, participant in basketball, softball, volleyball, and field hockey. Very athletic. And at that time, field hockey, they did not let no blacks, us as people, had played that. Also, that was groundbreaking. Stringer and her late husband, William D. Stringer, who she met as a student at Slippery Rock, had three children, David, Janine, Nina, and Justin. Stringer arrived at Rutgers in July 1995. After 23 years combining as a head coach at Cheney State and the University of Iowa, she stated her autobiography that a major reason that she took the coaching job at Rutgers was because she felt that her children was not learning enough about their culture or comfortable enough around fellow African Americans due to the state of Iowa being an extremely white popular area. In 1998, her team posted first 20-win seasons in 4 years, in parentheses 22 and 10, winning the Big East title with a 14-4 regular season record. In the postseason, the Scarlet Knights advanced to the NCAA Tournament Sweet 16 with a 62-61 win against Iowa State. In 2000, her team went to the Final Four. In 2007, Rutgers again reached to the NCAA Tournament Final Four after upsetting number 1 seed Duke. I remember I see that game. After the 2007 tournament, Stringer served as a sports person for the Rutgers team doing a media firestorm over derogatory reference to the team made on the radio a television program I Miss in Morning. Derogatory. The Ruckus player eventually accepted the apology from talk show host Don Imus. In the wake of the controversy, New York Senator and President candidate Hillary Clinton also met with Stringer. In early March 2008, Stringer autobiography titled Stand Tall, Memoir of a Tragedy and Triumph was released through Crown Books. Also on February 27, 2008, Stringer became the third woman basketball coach to win 800 career games. She led Scarlet Knights to Elite Eight in 2008, where she lost to fellow women basketball powerhouse University of Connecticut. Those was great battles there. For the 2008-09 season, 5 McDonald's All-American has been recruited by Stringer to play at Rutgers. In recognition of her many accomplishments and service to the game, Stringer was inducted to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame on June 9, 2001. She was honored with a degree of honorary Doctors of Humanity for Howard University on May 10, 2008, the university's 140th commencement address. She was also inducted to the honorary member of the Alpha Kappa sorority on July 15, 2008, during the sorority's Senatorial Ball in Washington, D.C. Stringer has been named the National Coach of the Year 3 times. Wade Trophy 1982, Carver's 1998, and Naismith 1993 by her peers. She also was named the 1988 Russell Athletic WBCA National Coach of the Year, the 1993 Coach of the Year by Sports Illustrated USA Today, Carver's, the Los Angeles Times, and the Black Coaches Association, the 2000 Female Coach of the Year by the Rainbow Push Organization, ground founded by Reverend Jesse Jackson, District V Coach of the Year in 1995, 98, and 93, District 1 Coach of the Year in 1998, the Big Ten Coach of the Year in 1991 and 93, the Big East Coach of the Year in 1998 and 2005, and the 1998, 1999, 2000, and 2005 Metropolitan Basketball Writers Association Coach of the Year. One of her most personal gratifying accolades was 1993 Carol Ekman Award, which announced the coach most demonstrated spirit, courage, integrity, commitment, leadership, and service to the game of women basketball. A finalist for the Naismith National Coach of the Year 5 times. During her tenure at Rutgers, Stringer was honored by the U.S. Sports Academy when the organization decided to name an annual Women Coaching Award in her honor. The C.Vivian Stringer Medallion Award of Sports for Women Coaches was handed out for the first time in July 2002. In 2003, she was recognized by most Sports Illustrated as one of the 101 most influential minorities in sports. During the summer of 2004, she received the Black Coaches Association Lifetime Achievement Award. In addition to her extensive collegiate experience, Stringer also had successful testing herself in the international arena. Assistant coach for the gold medal 2004 U.S. Olympic team. Her first U.S. basketball experience came to assistant for the bronze medal in 1980 U.S. Jones Cup team. Stringer also had extensive head coaching experience in the national program, leading the 1982 U.S. Olympic Festival East team to a bronze medal, and in the 1985 U.S. World University Games, team in Japan, Kobe, Japan, to a silver. In 1989 U.S. World Championships qualifying team, Sao Paulo, Brazil, to a gold, and qualifying for the following year, the FIBA World Championship, and the 1991 Pan American Games team that was in Havana, Cuba, to a bronze medal. A notice administrator, Stringer was one of the key players in developing Women's Basketball Coach Association. She served as a voting member of the WCA Board of Directors, Amateur Basketball Association of the United States, and the Nike Coach Advisory Board. In the past, Stringer has served as a member of the Kodak All-American Selection Committee, was elected to the Women's Sports Foundation Advisory Board. The C.Vivian Stringer Child Development Center was dedicated on Tuesday, September 9, 2008. The ceremony took place at Nike World Headquarters at the Nike campus of Beaverton, Oregon. The Stringer Center, a 35,000 square foot factory, opened in June 2008. The center housed 26 classrooms, providing care, learning, and development for approximately 300 children between the ages of 6 months and 5 years old. The Nike campus building paid tribute to some of the world's best athletes coaches. Some of the athletes honored include John McEnroe, Joan Bernard, Samson, Michael Jordan, Mike Smith, Nolan Ryan, Lance Armstrong, Mia Hamm, Ken Griffey, Pete Sampras, Jerry Rice, and Tiger Woods. Now, people say, what Pete Sampras? Pete Sampras is a tennis great, just as John McEnroe. Michael Jordan, we know he is. Mike Smith, baseball great. Nolan Ryan, baseball great. Ken Griffey Jr., baseball great. Jerry Rice, we know he's football great. And we know about Tiger Woods. Just want to break it down just so y'all will know. All right, Stringer is the third woman, the second coach in a first African-American woman have a building named after her on Nike's campus. On April 9, 2009 was official. She announced that she had been inducted to the Hall of Fame with Michael Jordan, John Stockton, Dave Robinson, and longtime Jazz coach Jerry Sloan. The 209 inductees was official string of the Basketball Hall of Fame. Let me see something. Okay, I read about that. Now I'm gonna tell you the record. From 72 to 79, she had. This was when she first started, because she was assistant coach, Shane State, and Rosie she became the head coach. She had an impressive record: 72, 79, 144, only 35 feet, and they showed. I'm sorry. Altogether, she had 251 and 51 at Shane State. That's impressive. And then they showed Iowa, her record. And at Iowa, she 269, just 84 defeats. The Scarlet Knights, this is there the present. So at Rutgers, I think it's all together. Well, altogether, at Rutgers, she had 477 wins, only 267. But this is like a while back, family. So I'm just reading back old stats, okay? Just old stats. Now, a total at the time is 997, only 402 losses. So this, like I said, this is old stats. So that means that she over 1,000 already. But I believe within like year after that, I believe like 2010, she went over 1,000 wins. So that's like 2,000 now. So I'm saying like this, that now she's still at Rutgers. So Rutgers always been in the tournament every year. They always win like close to like 25 to 30 games a year. So really, it's safe to say that she's moving up the ladder to be one of the great women coaches. Okay. She is 70 years old, coaching, 72 to 83, Shaney State, 72, 1972, 1983, Iowa, 1983 to 1995, and 1995 present. Okay, so she was no joke, family. She was no joke. Welcome to the welcome family. Okay. Um before I get the she stay sleep, I'm gonna show you my food. And then we're gonna talk about the oh damn, let me turn this on. This is what I made last night. This is chicken parmesan, linguine noodles, um, chicken cutlets, boneless chicken cutlets, some melted shredded mozzarella cheese. You see tomato sauce. And the bread is homemade wheat garlic bread, and the drink is put half Fightase soda, and also I put country time strawberry um lemonade. Then you see on top mixed fruit. That's what I made last night. So in case people see it, sometimes I do that. I'm gonna do that sometimes, my sports thing, and sometimes I'm not. So I'm just, just want, so just want to show that. All right, she stay sleep. Wait till you get back. Welcome, Kenneth Nash. Welcome, King Wage. Welcome, Poetic Kells. Welcome, O Reliable. And we wait for She Stay Sleep to get back. She Stay Sleep. But she a great one. She a great woman. Great person. And also, she was a four-star. She played four sports, different sports too. And
What do
that's impressive too.
what they call those, bro? Triathlon athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was no joke. So what you take on her, bro?
I mean, I think it's an interesting story. I also feel like, like you said, man, this is real good for our women to
Mm-hmm.
know about again because it should give women some empowerment to
Mm-hmm.
know that in their history, and she's an active coach today. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I have an aunt who teaches, who's a AAU. She run her own AAU team,
Mm.
and she was a great ball player. But when she was playing ball, the WNBA wasn't invented.
Mm-hmm.
But now her daughter plays, and you know, my other little cousin, my uncle who's a coach in her league is also his daughter also plays for the team, and she plays in school. So, I think that, this is some stuff that people need to know. It's a great historical fact, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
always it's always good to know stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the thing about that, what really impressed me, she started, you know, at the time, I want people to understand is that they thought that it was women was getting the jobs and stuff, but it wasn't no black woman was getting the head coaching job, not even assistant coaching jobs. So what she did is incredible. It's really really impacted that I really believe that in women's sports they don't get the credit. She don't get the credit that she deserves. Yeah, she get the accolades, but you know how people give you the accolades and then or some they let you know they just give her the accolades and that's it. But they need to put some respect in this woman's name. And you got to put some respect up because she went to she took the coach at Rutgers. She took the coaching job at Rutgers because she wants the people to know more about our history. Because when she was at coaching at the University of Iowa, it was nothing but white people. So they was not showing out. They was not showing us. So she was impacted to take the coach at Rutgers and stuff. So there was a lot. It was a lot that she put in for Rutgers. When she came to women coach because she wanted to get the young girls that look like her.
Right. That's mainly what a lot of our people has done has done in this country historically. We've time after time proven that we are the best at everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that we are exceptional also,
Yeah.
and back in those times, man, not only were did women, and this goes for black and white, it was hard for women to do a lot of things
Very hard.
because of because there was a high level of sexism, and
Mm-hmm.
it still is.
That's this.
It still is. They a lot of men look at women as, as just domestic slaves. Like
Mm-hmm.
they can't do shit outside the kitchen or outside of the household or outside of the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So she had two strikes against her. She was a woman and she was black.
Yeah.
So, she definitely she set a lot of precedents just with that alone. Because Pat Summitt, they call her the greatest female coach ever, but she's a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they'll celebrate her,
And they still.
because right after the white man is the white woman,
Yeah.
and then it's the black woman, and then it's the black man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, not only, did she do a lot for that university, but she proved a lot of things that back in them times people thought could never be proven.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing, and that's very important too that people understand that, man. I'm pretty sure she went through a lot of bullshit,
Oh yeah.
you
And at the
know.
and at the same time, we talk about coach sometimes. You know, but she's a two-way coach. She can call offense and defense. And understand, family, when I'm saying this, and I want you to go into that she stay sleep a little more. She played basketball. She did play other sports well. And at that time that was unheard of too. She sued. She wanted to be a cheerleader. She sued the school. She ended up being a cheerleader. So she was a fighter that that need to be on top. So she always stand up against racism, not just for women, but us as a people. And she is a living example of women's what it's all about. And she moved up the ladder, be one of the all-time winning in women's coaching, college. And she still don't be mentioned like Pat Summitt and the rest of them. She don't. But she should. When you take 4 teams to NCAA Final Four, that's coaching. That means that is 3 different cultures that she had to deal with. And that's impressive. You can go ahead, Stacey.
Man, I totally agree. Definitely. Definitely agree with you, bro.
So, like I said, we did talk about Sister 2 weeks ago, and she's a great one. So anybody want to read up on her? See the title. She C.Vivian Stringer. She was married. The husband he passed away, but at the same time too, she's a great one. She really is. Have you watched? Have you checked any NBA scores?
Yeah, I saw some highlights. Yep.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Um, man, what's the name? The Lakers, man, I think they done found a mojo, bro.
Mm.
The Lakers been busting ass lately, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the name was killing the other night? That boy Lance Stevenson.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was putting in that work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know who's a beast, bro, that I ain't know
Oh.
on the Lakers? Kuzman.
Yeah.
Kuzman is a monster. He
Yeah.
he was Kuzman is a problem. That Laker team this year, they're a problem, bro. They looking like they're gelling really fast, bro. Really fast, bro.
If you think about it, Kuzman last year, every time he started, he was giving them 30. He was a
Kuzman
rookie.
is a Kuzman is a beast.
I'm telling you.
He's a beast, bro.
And he's going to get
And what's the
better.
name was putting in work too.
Um,
Fucking Lonzo.
yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this, bro, but when we first was talking about LeBron coming to LA, what did I say? I said they need to keep Lonzo Ball because with LeBron being around him, it's gonna make him better.
Yeah.
It's going to make him better. And he's been showing that he's gotten better, bro. Real talk. Lonzo been putting in work too.
I
But
also,
they look like they look like they gelling really fast. So um Houston is gonna be in trouble. Um Golden State in trouble because guess who's gonna be holding Clay this time? Lance.
yeah.
And he's in and Clay Thompson do not he don't get off on niggas who could play defense. He get frustrated. And that's what Lance do. Lance gets in your head, man. And he frustrates you. This is why LeBron made sure he got him. Because he did it to LeBron.
Yeah.
He do it to everybody he guard.
Salute to you, Cat. Welcome. But I would say this. The coach that salute to you, Sonny. I would say this. The coach that they have the Lakers, I don't like. I think he be making questionable. Oh yeah, we forgot about Rondo.
Oh yeah, Rondo. He's definitely that boy putting in that work, man. He just got to stop punching niggas in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And see, we need to go into that too, bro. We need to do a show about that. Maybe y'all stay tuned for next week too, man. We might talk about that, man. Famous NBA fights.
Yeah, I think it's about that time. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to talk about that, man. Cause
rivalries too. Let's talk about
yeah,
rivalries too. Missing
we we
rivalries
we could
that.
go into all that, but let's talk about these fights too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because it does stem from rivalry, and it also stems from certain dudes not liking each other too.
Yeah.
You know, like I think Rondo punched Chris Paul in his mouth because he don't like Chris Paul, bro.
They never like each other anyway.
Yeah, well, I really think that. I really think he don't like him. He don't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Rondo, he's got bro. Rondo gonna do what he always do. He a vet. You know, he don't want a championship. He gonna do what he gotta do. He just gotta stay. He gotta stay under control.
Yeah. I think
That's all Lance gotta do too, man.
yeah.
LeBron playing with goons, man.
Yeah.
He playing with goons. Them two dudes will stall off on you real fast.
Yeah. And
Fast.
oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this too. Remember Tyson Chandler, right?
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler, he gonna be released from Phoenix either day now. They were trying to find out how much the buyout that he gonna get. And then one of the first team that they want to snatch him up is the Lakers.
Oh my God. If they get Tyson Chandler too, oh man.
That's gonna open up a lot for
God
McGee.
damn.
That's gonna open up a lot for McGee
That's
because
what I was getting ready to say. Yeah.
he is as another vet right there. You don't have to get him more scoring. He control. He controls. People can say they want. He controlled. I think Phoenix. I think Phoenix let him. That was the wrong thing to let him do. He was a vet right there. You need somebody. Well, I heard they got that young boy now, Alton, but he's good. The center from Phoenix. But I really believe that this is my fan. I think that they said they should have kept him another year. Tyson to help the young boy. Then after that, they can let him go. I think they let him go too early. But he
Yeah.
still got some.
Tyson Chandler is a commander down there, man.
Yeah, and he got a champ. A lot of people don't understand he got a championship. You got to think about it. He won the championship with Dallas back in 2011 with Nabisky. That was the team that beat Miami.
Yep, sure did. That's true. With Jason Terry in them.
Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, Nabisky, and all that. So think about it. You got two centers now. Possible if he going to Lakers, you got two centers got playoff and championship experience and veteran experience that will go a long way. Think about it. How could you count how many teams could say that they have two centers that have veteran experience, playoff experience, and championship experience?
Not yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
Now I ain't saying that the Lakers going to win it all, boom, boom, like that. I'm not saying that, but they can go to the playoffs. But I would say this. Oh, KQ, KC, thanks for coming, my brother. Thanks for coming. I want y'all to support. Y'all want to support everybody in the chat, but support my brother KUK, KU, K. I'm sorry, KQ KC boxing. He talks a lot, talk about boxing. Also, he talking about cancer and stuff like that. You know, we gonna link up one day and we gonna talk about stuff like that. But I want you to support everybody, but support my brother. And the thing about that, nobody, no, I guarantee nobody gonna talk about that. But I would say this: I think what's going to hurt the Lakers to go real deep. I think they got to make some moves. Brandon Ingram, I really don't like him because he's a hothead. But they're gonna try and like if they want to make a trade, they're gonna try to say get up Kuzma. No, I'm not giving up Kuzma. Now, you want a little package deal? I'll get up Lonzo and Ingram, but I'm gonna need some draft picks. But I ain't giving them Kuzma. No.
Nah, they better not give up Kuzma. That'd be the worst thing they could do.
No.
They
Kuzma.
better not give him up.
No,
He
Kuzma
he
ain't
he's the
no
future of
trade.
the team.
That's right. Kuzma. Sonny, why you delete KU boxing? What happened? What happened? What happened, Sonny? What you did? I'm trying to find out. Well, anyway, oh, okay. It was an accident, KU. Okay. And so, but okay, yeah. So, Sonny Boxing, so I'm gonna get you on the panel and get your take in about the Lakers and everything else, and get you on the panel and stuff like that. But yeah, bro. I'm saying like people say I ain't picking the Lakers and stuff. I ain't gonna pick Lakers either, but you know, like I said, it's 82 games. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Now, if I was other team in the West or the East, I would try to snatch up Chandler. Excuse me, Chandler too. I would try and snatch him up. Like Detroit could use Chandler. They would take some pressure off Blake Griffin. Now Blake Griffin been playing well lately too.
Oh, really? I ain't know Blake
Yeah,
been
Blake Griffin
playing.
getting it done. He just got to cut down his turnovers, but he getting it done. Okay, no problem. But yeah, let me read these. Let me read it before I continue. Say Brandon Ingram and KCP need to stay on the damn bitch. Kuzma needs to be a starter for the Lakers. I agree, Cap. Leave out 6KD. That's why I don't like the coach of Lakers. I think who was his father? Who's the old what is his name? He's the coach for Denver Nuggets back in the days. But that's his son coaching for the Lakers, and he be making some bonehead moves that I don't like.
Well, look at it like this, bro. Once LeBron have a real problem with him, his ass is done. Period. He's done. So, you know.
And also, Matt's having a problem too. But people saying that they do this and that already, they win it already. But I understand that. You want to win now and stuff, but people say you gotta be patient. But I would say this: you got veterans on there, and it might take time. I would say give him a little time to like go into the 40th game. If he's not getting it done, make a change quick.
Get him out.
Get him out.
Straight up.
Straight up.
That's what I think. That's what I think gonna happen anyway, man. Guys like LeBron and Steph and certain people, man. When you a star, you could call shots, man. It's just that simple,
Yeah, that's true. But I would say this
you
that
know.
if they go get a new coach, I would like to see Mark Jackson. There's some people they talk about Mark Jackson or Jason Kidd. I would like to see Mark Jackson.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna give him that job in LA.
Nah, and I'm saying now I put it like this: if it was up to Magic, it probably is, but it ain't gonna be up to Magic. It's gonna be up to Genie Bus.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. They're gonna say Magic, relax. You
Yeah.
have movie theaters, relax.
It's gonna be up to it's gonna be up to Genie Bus. But at the same time, I would say this that the Lakers instead of now I'm gonna tell you there is a player named DeAndre Fox playing Sacramento. He's good. He's very good. He got his triple double on his second year in the league. He's good. If you want to watch a young player, it's DeAndre Fox. And I'm gonna tell you, Lonzo Ball always had problems with him. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you now. He always had problems with him in college. When they played in the summer league last year for draft and everything, he Lonzo Ball, and this is fact. Lonzo Ball said he was hurting, and then because Fox was gonna give him that work. And I'm saying like this. I'm just saying like this. If I was I'd say Genie Bus. I know you like Lonzo. It was a sexy look. I would have taken DeAndre Fox. If y'all would have got DeAndre Fox right now and how he's improving, oh my God, y'all would have a potent bench. And then I like Hart too of the Lakers, but they don't play him enough. They play Ingram and KCP, they problems. They really problems, and they got to get them out. And so I'm just saying, the coach, you got to man. I'm saying like this though, when the game is close, you got to bring your veterans in because I know when I be seeing sometimes, bro, I be seeing like Lance Stevenson and Rondo and stuff. He looking like, why are they taking us out and everything? And I remember JaVale McGee, he was doing good. And they say, he looked like, why are you taking them out? And then he put these other people in. They wasn't getting it. That's why the Lakers at first they was losing games. You gotta play your veterans. That's what you got him for. With LeBron, let play veterans, and then one other guy, you let Kuzma. But he don't get Kuzma enough playing time. And I don't understand it. Kuzma getting 20 a night. Kuzma get busy. I'm like, dang. Hey, that's what I love about Kuzma. Every time, like last year, as I see Kuzma play, I said, every time I see him, he gets busy. Then he get 30 a night. Then you want to have him come off the bench the next night. You got to start him. And that's why I don't like that coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. I never like him. But Genie Bus picked him because, he's a pedigree for his father and stuff. What's that coach? I know his first name is Kobe. What's his last name? His father used to coach for the Denver Nuggets too. Man, what's his last name? I'm gonna pull it up right now. I don't like him. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. Then the Lakers played some team. They was down by 5. The vet and McGee and them will get you the lead. Matter of fact, they got the lead. and you took him out. Why you take him out? Excuse me. I said, why you take him out? What's the coach name? Luke Walton. There you go. His father. Now people say, who's that? His father played the famous UCLA team back in the 60s and the 70s. His father played 1977 Portland Trail Blazers team when they beat Dr. J them in 76ers back in 77. No, it's not called. No, it's called. No, it's not called. No.
Bill Walton.
Bill Walton, right? That's his father's name, Bill Walton. And
He a commentator now.
Yeah, he's a commentator, right? And so one of the smartest players ever. But why he have like a messed up? I'm talking about his father now because he had bad toes and stuff, bad legs and stuff like that. But his father was very fundamentally sound.
Yeah, because a lot of them big dudes, bro, they develop foot problems. They got bad feet. His pops had bad, like them real tall, like, because this is something that you know, even the doctors told me, like when you a tall, big guy, you have to really take care of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta soak your feet, you gotta relax your feet, you gotta like have a lot of, give a lot of release on your feet, man. Because when you tall and you big, you putting a lot of pressure on your feet. So that's why a lot of big guys like that, they have foot injuries. Bill Walton, even Luke Walton. Luke is like, I think Luke is like 6'6". Like they're not small guys. And his pops wasn't a small guy. So that's why his pops had foot problems.
Yeah. And I'm gonna read his KQKC boxing. He said, yeah, right, Shaq had real bad feet and Dennis Rodman had bad toes. But Dennis Rodman took care of his body. Shaq did not take care of his body. And that's why he always had feet problems. That's why he had weight problems. If because he think, and then at the same time, that's why he couldn't finish games. He couldn't shoot no free throws because his foot is hurt, his body hurt. Because Shaq never really took care of his body. He never really worked on the fundamentals of shooting. Everything, I ain't gonna say he was a dominant player, yes. But now people going to ask me this: who the best skilled big man ever seen was Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But if you remember when we talked about Wilt Chamberlain?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Wilt Chamberlain. Now I'm gonna get back to think. Family. Wilt Chamberlain, one of the years when Wilt Chamberlain played, he led the league in assists. Understand what I'm saying, family. In the NBA, I forgot what year it was, but I think it was towards the mid-60s or late 60s. He led the league in assists. You talking about Oscar Robertson. You talking about other greats in there. He led the league in assists. In the early 70s, in his twilight career against the Knicks, he blocked 28 shots. He won a title with Philadelphia Services back in '67. That's when they finally beat Boston. And then, like 3 years later, I think he got traded to the Lakers. And then that's when the scrapbook boxing. Thank you. All right, thank you. Appreciate you coming. And at the same time, about Wilt Chamberlain that a lot of people don't understand is now, at the time when they won in the 70, 71, they won 35 straight games. Yeah, Akeem Olajuwon, right. Akeem Olajuwon, right. I didn't leave him out. But I'm talking about Will Chamberlain because we don't talk about Will Chamberlain enough. We talk about Kareem, we talk about Hakeem and stuff, but he people always say, oh, he had problems with Russell. He had problems with Russell because Russell has help. He never really had help to his twilight career. And when you give the late great Will Chamberlain help, you will win championships. And I always tell people that all the time. When you do not have a real supporting cast that played with you more than 3 or 4 years, you're gonna have problems. That's why Boston had won all those championships. They kept a supporting cast. You
That's
look at
true.
Hakeem Olajuwon. You know why Houston won back to back? Because they had a real supporting cast. They played together for a long time.
That's true.
And a lot of people don't like to talk about that. A lot of people refuse to talk about that. I don't care what league you play. I don't care. I mean, except boxing and other stuff. But I'm saying you gotta have a support cast. Even in boxing, you gotta have a support cast to help you win. You gotta have a great trainer. You gotta put in the fundamentals. And people don't understand. I mean, I ain't gonna keep on jumping back and forth and everything, but and then he got people like, oh, Will Chamberlain playing with men that were shorter. So what? That wasn't his fault. You can say the same thing about Bill Russell. But see, Bill Russell know how to win. And Chamberlain always going to get, oh, you get do this and that. But he got 2 titles. Yes, he got 2 titles. But I'm saying the picture, if he would have had like an Oscar Robertson, what? And so we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna put like which play if the plays would have been played in this, how many chances would have win. We gonna do a show about that too. But get back to my point is this that these people, you gotta win. You know what I mean? You have to win. You gotta know how to win. And so to get back to the Lakers and stuff, that it's gelling and everything, but then to me, I'm just saying they need a new coach. I don't like that coach. He remain bonehead plays, man. I'd be like, but I would say this: if they get Chandler, that's gonna change a lot because you got 2 people protect the rim. So that means that I don't know who they're gonna start. I don't know what it is, but the bench gonna get deeper now. So so it's so for me it's great and everything. Let's get them likes up. Thank you very much. Scrapbook Boxing. Thanks for coming, brother. Very much appreciated. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. Kenneth Nash, thanks for coming. And so that's all about though. So what do you think? What you think about the Spurs, man?
Um, Honestly, bro, we look alright. We look alright, man. Like I'm gonna be real, man. Like I don't think that was an even. And I said this already. I don't think that was an even trade off. DeRozan for Leonard,
Nah.
because I don't think nobody could really replace Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
You know, um, I like DeRozan. He a good player, but I don't think he could take us to the promised land. You feel me?
Mm.
I think he needs help. I think we need another player
Yeah,
to complement DeRozan.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember reading Sonny Boss story. He said if Shaq would have played in those days, he would probably get 150 points and rebounds. No, now against Will Chamberlain. No, disagree on that. Will Chamberlain would have eat Shaq up because Wilt was strong and he was quick. He was very agile, very intelligent on both sides of the court. Now Shaq would get his, but Wilt, I think the one thing that they share, they cannot shoot no foul shot. Well, Wilt tried, but but Wilt had too many moves. That's what people telling people. you I would love to be born like in the 50s. To really see Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was a monster. He don't get the credit deserved. He really don't. He don't. It would be fun. Look what the last one did to Shaq back in '95. Killed them. I'm not gonna say that 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 Shaq ain't gonna get his off them, but Wilt Chamberlain could play either era. And I could tell you one thing though too. Russell would have like killed Shaq because Russell was very smart and intelligent too. Russell, shoot, when somebody had the other ball had the ball, they get past anybody, shoot. They used to send it to Russell. Russell used to point to get steals and everything. Nah, you can say he's the strongest, but not skilled. Starter team days, they say who you pick, Shaq and Wilt. I'm getting Wilt. Because I'm getting 30, 20, 6 or 7, and maybe 8 or 9 assists. Easily. Like I said before, Wilt led the league in assists 1 year. Unheard of. No other center ever accomplished that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I see the Knicks did all right. I see they win some games. Well, let me see some. Yeah. Hello? Wait till you get back. Yeah, let me see. Shaq was the strongest NBA ever, easy. Shaq dominated during the hard NBA years. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back, bro.
Okay. Yeah, but now I'm reading the comments. Brother Sonny says Shaq was the strongest NBA player ever, even first play ever easy. Shaq dominated during the hardest NBA years. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Shaq is the most dominant. They say he's the most dominant center ever. They
Yeah.
do say that. But as far as having certain things he didn't have, that's true. But he still dominated everybody else.
Oh yeah, he did. Right. That's what I'm saying. So
He didn't have the footwork. He didn't have the mid-range jump shot. He didn't have the turnaround fadeaway. He couldn't shoot free throws. He couldn't do none of that. But
he was
Shaq was unstoppable.
oh yeah,
Nobody could stop him.
yeah. He had I'm telling you, for his side, excellent quick step. No doubt about that. And I could
Nobody could stop him.
yeah.
None
Q.
of them dudes. None of
Yeah.
them. Like, even though, see, I understand what you're saying, how a lot of the other centers, they are a lot more smarter. But once Shaq get the ball, they couldn't do. All right, Hakeem did him dirty. But whenever Shaq got the ball, Hakeem couldn't do nothing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Once Shaq back you down 3 times, he's at the basket. And he's gonna raise up and he's gonna dunk on you if you don't move. Nobody could. He did it to Patrick Ewing. He did it to David Robinson. He did it to everybody.
Well, but you know what? He do Dave Robinson dirty. It's like every time he play Dave Robinson, he do him dirty.
Yeah, that's nobody could stop Shaq. Nobody.
No, I agree on that.
Nobody could stop Shaq. Nobody. Nobody. If Shaq would have been able to shoot free throws, oh Lord. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I'm saying like this.
Oh
If
my
he would
God.
have shoot, now I'm saying, let me ask you, if he would shoot like even like 65%,
The Lakers would have won a whole lot more championships.
mm-hmm.
Because when Shaq was on the Lakers, Shaq, especially like in like you might as well say in any game, Shaq was going to the free throw line at least 15 times a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shaq stayed at the free throw line. So if he learned how to shoot free throws, motherfuckers would have been in trouble.
Yeah, that's the same thing as Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain, if we would, Will Chamberlain would have had, if he was shot, I said at that time shoot like 70%. They would have won more games, and then after that, probably squeeze a 1 or 2. But like I said before, you know that obviously, Shaq did develop a turnaround jumper later on in his career, and the jumper. Okay, that's later on in his career, Sonny. His body was breaking down then. He should have those things back then. That's why, like a lot, and we never talk about it, but we gotta put some respect on his name. Is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Now, people always say, "Yeah, but he only got a scholarship." No, Kareem had moves. Another one came from UCLA, won all those championships too. You know who? You know who looked out for him? Bill Wharton. Man, UCLA, they ran the table on these motherfuckers. Wow. They won a lot of damn championships back there. UCLA college championship. QTA2. Welcome, my brother. Long time no see you, fam. Strongest center ever, Will Chambers. See, that's what I'm saying. Wilt was strong, man. Even I'm gonna tell you, Wilt was strong. Even Bill Russell would say, man, it was tiring. And they said, how you get over? Because he said they never had real support cast. So I always used to help out. But he said the strongest person, the most gifted ever play against is Bill Russell. He said, hey, they said, what about Shaq? Shaq is good. But Bill Russell, oh no. He said any given night, he can get you 40 in 1 quarter in his sleep. Yeah. With bench 450 on yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you, Will Chamberlain was strong. But Shaq, no doubt about it. I agree on Shaq and stuff like that too. Like you got to talk about Patrick Ewing. If Patrick Ewing would have had more support, he probably would have had 1 championship. But he never really had a real support cast. When he had support cast, they was old. And they always ran into Chicago.
Yep. Michael Jordan is the reason why a lot of legendary players don't have
Don't have
championships.
nothing.
Period.
Period.
That's just like with that Laker team with Kobe and them.
Mm-hmm.
They the reason why a lot of dudes ain't got rings either.
Yeah, a lot of rings. Yeah. You think
You know
about
what I'm saying?
yeah, a lot of them too, right? That's what I told people all the time. Why do you think Clyde Drexler went to Houston? Because he tired of losing. I gotta give me one. He won back to back and everything, but You know what I'm saying? Like that. And then you talk about the Laker teams back then too. We never talk about Big Shot Bob.
Great point, bro. Big shot Bob, man. He's a
Woo!
legend. We might need to
Everywhere
do a whole show on Big Shot Bob.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
We might need to do a whole show on Robert Horry.
Oh, we are. Oh, yeah, that is coming. And now that one, it should be a panel discussion. That should be a definite panel discussion because every team that he went on, he helped them win games in the playoffs and the championship. Now I'm not gonna say he didn't win no games in the regular season because he did, but oh yeah, you know what? That's a good point. KQKC Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo helped the Lakers win them early titles too, coming off the bench. Look up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back then, I'm talking about in the 70s, in the mid 70s, when he played the Buffalo Braves. I think they moved to San Diego, I think. Something like that. But Bob McAdoo was no joke. He went to the Knicks too. But Bob McAdoo, he was no joke either. One of the small centers was quick. Played in North Carolina, Tar Heels, Dean Smith, and all that. We might have to do something Bob McAdoo too. Bob McAdoo was a killer. Block his shot and everything. Very, very underrated. He's in the Hall of Fame. Magic one time said that Bob McAdoo came off the bench, helped the Lakers win them early titles. QTA2 TV said Malone, Miller, Ewing, Barkley, Rain Chasers stopped by Jordan. Facts.
Even the earlier years with Shaq.
Yep.
When he was on the Magic, when he was in the East.
Right. He stopped them too. Yep.
Stopped them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was always, and because growing up, I was a Orlando Magic fan, and then when Shaq left and went to LA, I became a Utah Jazz fan. And man, I hated Mike for what he did to us, man. That's why Karl Malone ain't got no rings. Him or John Stockton. Because of Jordan.
And at the same time, it was them two teams played for the NBA Finals in 97, 98. Both times Chicago won 6 games.
Mm-hmm. Cleaned them up.
Cleaned them up.
Cleaned them up, man. Cleaned them up.
I like, dang.
One of Jordan's most famous playoff moments was when he pushed off on Byron Russell.
Yeah. And nobody don't want to talk about that.
That's one of most Jordan's famous moments in his career. Mm-hmm. When he hit that game winning shot. Mm-hmm. Man, when we lost that year, bro, I cried. You hear me? I shedded a tear. I went in my room. I started throwing all my Jordan cards in the garbage. All types of shit, bro. I went off. Because I really thought we was going to win. Man, Mike was a dream killer, man. He's a damn dream killer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. But I think in 97, I think that Utah played good, but I thought in 98, I thought they had a good shot, but I think what it was, they go too much in the well with Stockton Malone, and Utah did not play their bench enough. And I understand that Hornacek was shooting well, and you took him out the bench. I didn't. The moves that David, I mean, Sloan, he's in the Hall of Fame now, but he was making some questionable moves. Like, yeah, let Michael going to get his, let Scotty get his and everything. But I think that Robin has stepped up. He really, I mean, he 97, he did step up, don't get me wrong. But 98, he did stepped up, and at the same time, he was making some key assists. He didn't really have the points, but he had block shots, rebounds, and assists. And that really helped. And he frustrated the mailman too.
That's what I was getting ready to say. That's what a lot of people don't talk about with Dennis Rodman. His defense,
His
great
deep,
defensive play.
very, very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Now people don't get
Cerebral. He's
he's very
cerebral. He get
cerebral,
in
very
your
intelligent.
mind.
Yes.
He get in your head.
Mm-hmm.
He fuck with you and he frustrates you.
Mm-hmm. Another play.
And once he get in your head, once Dennis Rodman get in your head, he take over.
Right.
He take over after that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did to Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm.
He frustrated him. Karl started missing the shots. He was missing free throws. He was picking up fouls.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did. And Dennis Rodman was good at that. He was doing that in Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And another play we don't talk about. I know we talk about this too, is John Solly. John Solly got five. He got five rings. He got two. He got two with Detroit. And I believe on the Chicago, I mean the three-peat, the first three-peat, he got three.
Yeah, he got some rings with LA.
Oh, I forgot. Right. I forgot.
He was on that team in LA.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Right, yeah. Oh my goodness. And then there's another player too. What's the name of that player that he played well too? And he never got Reggie Miller.
Yep. Why do you think he never won one? Michael Jordan.
Stop his flow.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
A great player.
Yep. Anybody go to the East, you're not coming out the East.
Michael Jordan, man.
Killed you.
Michael Jordan.
And then somebody was telling me, said, if they said Pitcher and Patrick would be on the Bulls team, what do you think that would happen? Oh, they would have more.
If Patrick Ewing was on the Bulls
with Jordan.
Oh, they would have won. Mike would have won way more than six.
Yeah, and
he would have won way more than six.
Yeah, you think about it, Pat probably would have won about 4 or 5.
Facts.
What do you mean? I said, young people realize Patrick Ewing is the most underrated skilled center ever.
Facts.
He could score, he blocked the shots, he played hurt, and I tell you, you put him on the Bulls. When him and what?
He definitely was better than them bums they had down low. Right. Bill Winnington and them dudes was trash. If they would have had Patrick Ewing, what? Luke Longley and all, he used to bust their ass.
Easily.
He used to kill Luke Longley.
Oh, yes, he did.
Them dudes was trash. Luke Longley, Bill Winnington.
Yo, do you see?
He killed them. He was killing them.
You see the move that he had the ball up top and he dribbled and threw it on Longley with the left hand?
Yeah, he used to kill them dudes. He used to kill them.
Yeah. He was all day on them.
He was killing them.
And then at the same time, you put Akeem Olajuwon. Think about it. I told people like this. You put Akeem Olajuwon with the Bulls.
Man.
I said because I told people you have to understand. That's why Jordan, when he win them champions, is impressive because he never really had a real true center. Sonny, yo, Chicago centers were trash. Come on now, yo, Adrian. Every center that played because they have fun with them against them. No, but Black Native, I beg to differ though. Did you know what the fault? It was the Knicks front office. They fault because they bring in old players. They didn't have a real supporting cast. And you know, at that time, it was teams back then. They was hey, I want to beat the best. It's not like right now they hopping. Now I ain't gonna say no Kevin Durant because it was not working out at OKC. You know what I mean? So he have to go. But the players today, they hopping. Yeah, you say Game 7, he blew it, but I'm saying he didn't have no. Well, I'm saying who are you gonna give the ball to at the time? At the time, the Game 7, they traded Mark Jackson. He went to Indiana. And then they didn't really play Grant Anthony all that much. You guys, Xavier McDaniel is old. Charles Oakley, he had a little jump shot. You know, he was there. John Starks was like inconsistent.
Anthony Mason was pretty solid, but
right, Anthony
that
Mason, right,
wasn't gonna get them but so far.
right, exactly. They never see Patrick. He never really had like a legit, like you got Charles Smith. Come on, you let Scottie Pippen block your shot twice. Scotty's like 6'7", and Charles Smith was 6'11". Come on. You say he blew it. I understand what you're saying, but Patrick, I'm not making no excuses, but he never really had a supporting cast. So everything got to follow him. But he take the brunt of it because that's what leaders do. But I'm just saying that the Knicks always had defense. They just never really have enough firepower of offense that's consistent. We know how John Starks is. He shows up. He's not scared. I give him that. But at times he was inconsistent.
Very.
Look at the series against Houston. Knicks could have won that 7th game. They would have took them another. You should have won for 7. Then you put Hubie Brown. He hitting the young boy. He hit 3 threes in one. You gonna take him out and put Starks in? And that was it. Pat did his thing.
Patrick Ewing was the go-to guy
right
on the Knicks.
Right.
They didn't have nobody else that they can go to. The whole offense was ran through Patrick Ewing.
Right, because they ain't had nobody.
They ain't had nobody. He was the go-to guy. So once he got tired and wore out, it was over. Once them knees start hurting, night-night.
You say he was trash. You cannot be trash when you grab over 12,000 rebounds and you got over 24,000 points.
Who was trash?
Black Native said Patrick Ewing trash.
Nah, he bugging.
No, it's a she. It's a she.
Oh, nah. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Definitely not. He's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greatest. Not only is he a top 50 player, he's one of the greatest centers ever.
When have the Knicks won a ring? Back in 73. But but check this out though. They have a supporting cast. That's why they won in 73.
Yeah, you can't win a championship by yourself.
And also,
Name one team that has won a championship with one single player. Nobody has.
look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had to win his first ring going on 10 years. He had to go through Milwaukee Bucks. Now, a lot of people don't understand. Milwaukee Bucks had them great. They had them great night. They had them great 80 teams. But they can never beat Boston. Same thing.
And Mike kept losing to Detroit.
Right, and Mike, and you right.
He
But
couldn't get past Isaiah Thomas.
right, exactly. And then going to the 80s, he was losing to Detroit.
And Detroit had a great team.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Dennis Rodman was at first.
Right. And
He
then
he played on that team with Isaiah in them
right,
and Lambeer in them.
and
He was
right,
the young boy.
right. And at the same time, during the mid 80s, Detroit had to go through Boston.
Yep. And that's who the rivals were. It was Boston and Detroit.
Right.
That was the East Coast rivals.
Right.
Back then.
Right. And I always said that the Milwaukee Bucks had the great 80s team because they did. And they they won like almost 60 some games every year. But like I said, they can never get through Boston or the conference semifinals. They had great teams. Oh, they had great teams. They had the great Bob Lanier. Bob Lanier played for Detroit. Detroit. I'm talking about in the 70s, but then he got traded to Milwaukee. Though Milwaukee, he helped Milwaukee a lot, but they can never get past Boston. Bob Lanier, another play you need to look up. A legend. Sweet jump shots ever. Strong as a bull, too. Can't get up on so much, but he grabbed rebounds, blocked shots, and everything. Bob Lanier. Look him up. Underrated great. But they can never get past Boston. I'm gonna throw one player out too that people don't understand that got rings too. Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish won one. He won a ring back in 75 when he was a rookie at Golden State. Then he went to Boston, won 3 titles. That's 4. And then the first 3-peat, which Chicago had, he won 2 more. The Chief. Very underrated. Chief put in work, but they always talk about Bird and the other guy, but no, the other one. So we talk about some players that's not being mentioned, but they was team players. Like Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson helped won the Seattle Supersonics their first title, I believe, back in 78, I think, because them and Washington played for the NBA titles in 78 and 79. And after that, when he went to Boston, that's when Boston went, because at the time, Boston didn't really had a legit point guard. So that's when they got Dennis Johnson. I'm talking like in the mid-80s, they won 2 more. He passed away and everything. Dennis Johnson passed away a long time ago, but that's known. That's what I'm saying, man. People gotta know. Gotta know history. Gotta know. Of any sport, you gotta have a supporting cast. And trust me, sometimes these stars, sometimes it don't be the star. It be the complimentary players. It be complimentary players. But some of them, they even had careers of another team even before them. They were stars. Saying, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. So it's all about knowing. You gotta know. You gotta know. I'm trying to tell you. Just like now we're talking about the Spurs teams. And brother, you could talk about that.
Oh, the early Spurs teams,
Yeah.
we had great role players.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Robert Horrys. We had the Mario Ellis.
Mm-hmm. And he
We
went on.
had we had Sean Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
These were great role players.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why San Antonio always was a great franchise because we had a complete team.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't just have star players. We had great role players who
Mm-hmm.
played their role, who was always in the right spot on the floor and was able to knock down shots when their number was called.
Mm-hmm.
Because before Tim Duncan got there, we had David Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And we competed for years, but David Robinson and them, that team only won one championship.
Mm-hmm.
And once Timmy came, you know, it just took off from there. But we always had solid role players.
Mm-hmm.
Solid role players. And every team needs that.
Right.
This is why me and JT is saying that, a lot of these great players we were just talking about that didn't win championships, it wasn't because they were trash. It was because they didn't have a supporting cast.
Mm-hmm.
You need those role players, man.
Mm-hmm.
You need those people that's gonna be in the right place at the right time, and that's gonna knock down those shots. Look at Mike. Mike won one of his championships because of John Paxson.
Yeah.
John Paxson.
And John Paxson was in his earliest career. John Paxson was a starting guard in Portland Trailblazers. He was an all-star. He was an all-star in Detroit. And then there was another championship that won for Jordan was Steve Kerr.
Yep. Yep.
He said, give it to me. I hit the shot, bang, won championship.
Yep.
So
He
you
had
say
other guys like Tony Kukoc,
Tony Kukoc, another
who
one.
who used to put work in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Kukoc used to put work in. He
Mm-hmm.
used to drop buckets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Buckets. That awkward dude, he's putting in work. So you
Also,
you gotta have those people.
and let's not forget about Ron Harper too.
Ron Harper, exactly. And people don't remember, bro, but Ron Harper played on that early Laker team too,
Yeah.
with Shaq in them.
Shaq, right. They snatch him up.
Yeah, Ron Harper was there.
Yeah, that's right. Harper got 4 rings.
Ron Harper was there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, so that's what people gotta know, man. Y'all gotta know. People gotta know told me, yeah. And then also, let's not forget about damn, I had it right in my mind too. And Mario Ellie, after he left San Antonio, he went to Houston and won 2 more titles.
Killing, hit, knocking down them threes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think him and Harvey went there together of a trade.
Nah, Horry was in Houston before he was in San Antonio.
Wait, what?
Horry was already there.
Oh, okay. You're right. Okay.
Horry was there already.
Okay.
Because remember, Horry won his rings with us when we had Tim Duncan.
Uh-huh.
Later on, he won on that early 2000 team. Horry.
Uh-huh.
He
Okay.
won with us then. He was in Houston first. Mario Ellie went to Houston and played with Horry in them.
Right. Yeah.
Horry was already there. He was already in Houston.
Yeah. So what we were talking about, family, that you got players that's not being mentioned. They won 4 or 5 titles, but they were excellent role players. But that's not a sexy look for people to talk about.
Yeah,
Or
people never talk about the great role players, but when you hear, if you listen to a lot of these great players and you listen to their interviews, they talk about those guys. You know, like you like people forget about guys like Rick Fox,
yeah, mm-hmm.
another great role player
Yeah, mm-hmm.
who was on that Laker team when they won them championships back to back.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like you can't forget about these types of players just because they're not stars.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they do is they actually help the stars win.
Uh-huh.
Straight up, they help the stars win.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Black man. Mike got 6 rings, but he got 6 MVPs. But I'm saying, wasn't for the supporting cast, they won't win it.
Right? Because you could get an MVP and still lose.
Yeah.
You could be the MVP and still take a L.
Uh-huh.
But Mike was winning because he had help. Mike had help, man. He had a lot of good role players.
Uh-huh.
A lot of good role players, man. But
Yes.
people, it's just I think that's kind of natural too.
Mhm.
For people to just look at the star player. But you can't. You can't. And when you hear, like I said, when you hear a lot of these great players talk, they always tell you, even if you watch the interview after the goddamn championship, what do they tell you? They thank the team. They
Mhm.
thank everybody. They
Yep.
don't say it's because of me.
Yeah.
No. It don't work like that.
Mhm.
It's because of the team, man.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
team that helped them win.
Yeah.
Everybody play a part in them winning.
Hmm. Yeah.
Period.
Yep. Salute to you, Malik Omar, LDBC. Salute to you. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. And also, let's talk about the human comet teams, Houston Comet teams, the women, WNBA. They had a nice supporting cast.
Oh yeah. They had a complete team.
Yeah.
You can't have a complete team without role players.
Yeah.
Period. You know? Even being a star player is a role.
Yeah. Hmm.
You're just the number one priority of the team. But everybody has a role that they have to play. And the better role players you have, the better chance you have at winning.
Yeah.
Is that simple? Look at Steph and them. Look at Steph Curry and them. Yeah, they got KD. Yeah, they got Clay. But you got to look at certain guys. You got to look at Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Look at JaVale McGee.
Yeah. Hmm.
You got to look at certain other players, man.
Yeah.
That help them.
Yeah.
It's not just about Steph and Clay and KD. It's not just about them. And
Uh-huh.
they'll tell you that. They'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and right, and go more on your point though too, brother. It's like this though too. They like even like you don't have your team don't have to win a championship, but sometimes you got a great team. You just run to a better team. But sometimes a team have a great supporting cast. You just go by a better talent team.
That too. That's true. Sometimes that team just is better than y'all.
Yeah.
That's true too. That's true. And that's what I think what it was with with LeBron against being on Cleveland and going against um Golden State. I think Golden State is just a better team.
Yeah,
They're just a better team, bro. Like Golden State has a great team. It's going to be hard to beat them. Period. I don't care what team you are. It's going to be difficult to beat them because they have a great damn team, man. They have a great team, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good team.
And
Yeah.
and you know what it is? Two, they are all on the same page. They play great together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't play together. Like I say, you look at any sport that you see, you gotta have support cast. Everybody gotta know they role to play. Even like you could probably be a star that of the team that you was on before, but when you go to that team, if they already got all stars, you gotta come with complimentary player. That's why if you look at any team that win championships, like I get case in point. Which team I was going to name? Like the Spurs. If Manu would went to another team, he would have been a star. And who else? Other people, but they know they wrong.
Yeah. I think I think Manu's a star. I just think that Manu done got old, bro. That's all.
Mhm.
He just got old.
Yeah.
I always thought Manu Ginobili was a star. He just got old.
Mhm.
And when you get old and you start losing certain steps, man, you playing against these young boys, you know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to keep up. But if you let him get off on you, he'll cook your ass.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? Don't let Manu have a good game.
Yeah, and then especially like when you get older, when you start saying the practice is not fun no more, that means you gotta hang it up. I don't have fun to traveling with. I don't have no fun traveling no more.
Yeah, yeah. That means it's time to hang it up because
Yeah.
now you're not enjoying playing basketball no more. It's
Uh-huh.
starting to really feel like a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
it's not just fun no more to you. It's more like, oh, I gotta go in here again type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you right. Once you start feeling like that, that means it's time to hang it up.
Gotta
It's
hang
time to retire.
it. Like Michael
And
Jordan, when he started feeling that way, he went to Washington. He thought I could put it up. It was gone then. And I'm gonna tell you like this though too. That the excuse me, the owner of the Bulls, he could have kept that team together. I believe Chicago going to the 2000, they could have squeezed out two more titles. But the owner did not want to keep him. He did not want to pay Jordan. And then at the time, it was a strike. You remember the '98? It was a strike, or was it '99? '90 or '99 was a strike. So most of the season was gone. So, but he should have
yeah,
kept
I
the team.
remember that. I remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah, lockout, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
So now they only play like 30, I think 40 to 50 games. But Chicago came out. Was it? Mhm.
Hmm.
But that Utah, that pick and roll is lethal though. Can never stop that. Pick and roll. But I said this about Utah. They should have more players. They support cats. I'm talking about the bench wasn't really all
Nah, it wasn't. I think they needed to have one more star player. They'd have had one more star player. I think they would have had a better chance too.
that. Mm-hmm.
Because the offense went through the pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
It went through the pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
See, people don't understand that triangle offense that Phil created. It was powerful because of the players that he had playing the triangle.
Mm-hmm.
He had great players
Mm-hmm.
playing that shit. But with Utah, back then the whole team was ran through the pick and roll. It was ran through Stockton and Malone.
Mm-hmm.
But if they would have had one more star player, I think they would have been much more of a threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I think what happened was they was in love with the people that they have, but like you said, they should have had at least one more star and stuff. But Sonny Boss thought King was a beast with Chris Webber. Oh yeah, they was, but they can never beat the Lakers. They never beat the Lakers. And I remember when we used to play with the Kings. You remember them? There was some great Sacramento Kings back in the early 2000s too. They used to win about at least about 62, 63 games. You know, Weber, D-Bot, and Christie and stuff. That Jason Williams. They used to blow teams out, but with the Lakers, but they always play the Lakers tough. But the Diesel, nobody can stop Diesel and Kobe.
Nope.
They couldn't stop
Sure
him.
couldn't.
They
Sure
couldn't
could.
stop him. And you have to say the Page.
They had
Oh yeah,
Stojakovic too, bro.
Pager too. Right,
That's
exactly.
Stojakovic. Mm-hmm.
Pager Archivist. But Pager Archivist was a defense liability.
Yep. Yep. He could shoot threes, but he can't defend nobody.
Just as Jeff Hornacek too. A
Yep.
defense, a defense.
Yep.
And
That's
that's
true.
how Chicago was winning too.
And they had Turkoglu.
Turkoglu too.
They
They
had
had a
Hito
great,
Turkoglu too.
yeah. Defense low. They was not good defense.
Yeah, it was a liability on defense. That's true. When you can't guard nobody, but you just strictly offense, you definitely a liability.
Yeah. Mhm.
Especially when you play at a good team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I think that's enough. We're gonna shut this down. Hold on, she stay asleep. Thanks for everybody come in the chat. Very much appreciate. This has been good. And thanks for coming. And very much appreciate that, brother Rob. You came late too. And this is a great talk. Watch out for me or she say sleep. We're gonna have something good come up on our channel this week coming up. Um and the stuff that we talked about like an hour ago, we definitely gonna chime into that. And I believe next week we're gonna talk about it again, brother.
We're gonna talk about the great NBA fights and some of the great NBA rivalries.
All right, that's gonna be it next week. So, brothers, we're gonna promote this next week. Just gonna get a panel. Because gonna be a panel. I don't know. I'll probably get a story, we read up some stuff, but if not, brothers, me and she Stacy want you to join the panel. Let's talk about this because this is gonna be fun. And I want you to, I want me and she Stacy want y'all to get into that. Excuse me, even sisters too. Y'all know something about basketball? Get into too, some rivalries too, because sisters know those are sports too. So next week it's going to be NBA fights and rivalries. And when we talk about rivalry, we ain't talking about no games. Oh, we talk about rivalries like every year. Like teams don't like each other. They play in the regular season playoffs every year. That's what we talking about. All right. So thanks everybody for coming out. She stay asleep. Um, last remarks, please.
Thanks everybody for tuning in again. Um, to our weekly show, this underrated sports show. I appreciate all the love and the support. And y'all stay tuned for next week's show, of course. Also, if y'all haven't yet, check me out, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's one word, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And check out my content and keep showing love and support, man. I appreciate it all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
All right, peace. And thanks for y'all to come through. Greatly appreciated. Check out the Underrated Darkness. Support my brother She Stay Sleep and me the Underrated Darkness. If you haven't, please support us. We definitely support you back. Look out, we got some stuff coming up this week, so watch out for that and everything. Again, next week, NBA fights and rivalries. Brothers, come with it. Come with it. Tell people, tell the brothers about it. Tell sisters about it. All right. On that note, good night. Ghosts.